Humanity had always been underestimated by the galaxy. Their home was a fragile blue sphere circling a mediocre star. They were not the strongest. They were not the smartest. They were not even the oldest species among the stars. Yet they possessed something unique. A stubbornness that could outlast the coldest winters and the harshest voids. The Intec discovered this far too late. The Intec were conquerors, cold efficient and without mercy. They were a machine-based species thriving on the assimilation of others. They saw organic life as nothing more than resources to be harvested. Their fleets of obsidian black warships had crossed countless systems, leaving a trail of ash and ruin in their wake. The Council of Unified Systems tried to resist them, but their combined efforts only slowed the inevitable. The Intec were relentless. Humanity had entered the galactic stage barely a century before. Their technology was primitive by most standards, their numbers limited compared to the sprawling empires, yet they had made an impression. A species that dared to question the norms. A species that pushed boundaries. It was this audacity that drew the ire of the Intec. The first contact was not peaceful. An Intec fleet appeared above New Haven, a colony on the edge of human-controlled space. Without warning, they began their harvest. Buildings melted under intense plasma fire. Crops turned to ash, and the screams of the dying echoed across the comms. The response from Earth was immediate. But even the most advanced human warships were no match. The colony was lost. The Intec made a mistake that day. They believed humanity would crumble. That fear would paralyze them. Instead, it ignited a fire. The survivors of New Haven spoke of atrocities, of friends and family reduced to numbers in a cold machine's ledger. The stories spread faster than any propaganda could, and humanity rallied. Earth's leaders met in secret. The Galactic Council offered sympathy, but no real aid. They feared the Intec, and rightly so, but humanity's resolve was not something the Council understood. Plans were drawn, resources mobilized, every mind turned toward one singular goal. Survival was not enough, retaliation was demanded. The war began in earnest. Human ships engaged Intec forces at every opportunity. Losses were heavy, each battle costing more lives and resources than seemed sustainable. But the Intec underestimated humanity's capacity to endure pain. For every ship lost, more were built. For every soldier fallen, 10 more volunteered. The Intec adapted, but so did humanity. It was not advanced technology that turned the tide. It was strategy, guerrilla tactics honed from centuries of conflict on Earth. The Intec's rigid programming struggled against unpredictability, ambushes in asteroid fields, decoy fleets luring them into traps, and sabotage on a scale the Intec had never encountered. Humanity's adaptability became their greatest weapon. Years passed, the war spread across sectors. The Intec's once unstoppable march slowed. Their machines were not infinite. Their resources stretched thin. Humanity's defiance became a beacon. Other species once paralyzed by fear began to act. Small rebellions erupted in Intec-controlled territories. Humanity's war was no longer theirs alone. Then came the day of reckoning, the Battle of Epsilon Prime, a key Intec stronghold. Their production facilities for war machines lay deep within the planet's crust. Taking it would cripple their war effort. Losing it would mean humanity's end. The combined fleet of humanity gathered. Every ship, every soldier, every ounce of determination was brought to bear. The battle was chaos. Intec warships descended like an unending swarm. Human ships fought with a ferocity born of desperation. Ground forces landed on the planet's surface, battling the Intec's automated defenses. Losses mounted, but humanity pressed on. Inch by bloody inch they advanced. Admiral Carter led the fleet, a man of unyielding resolve. He gave the order that changed everything. Operation Scorched Earth. The Intec's core facilities had to be destroyed, even if it meant sacrificing Epsilon Prime, even if it meant humanity's forces would never leave the planet alive. It was a gamble, one born of necessity. Nuclear warheads were deployed deep into the crust, shielded by human soldiers who held the line against overwhelming odds. The countdown began. Every second felt like an eternity. The Intec's forces converged. But it was too late. The warheads detonated. A chain reaction tore through the planet. The surface erupted in fire. The Intec's stronghold shattered. The cost was unimaginable. Thousands of lives lost. But the Intec's war machine was broken. Their fleet scattered. Their ability to produce new forces crippled. Humanity had paid the price, but they had won. The aftermath was a galaxy changed forever. Humanity's defiance inspired others. The Intec's remnants were hunted. Their once mighty empire reduced to fragments. The Galactic Council finally acted emboldened by humanity's example. Alliances formed, new treaties were signed, and the galaxy began to heal. Humanity did not claim the spoils of war. They did not seek dominion over others. Their message was simple. Freedom must be earned, and justice must be served. The Intec had learned this truth in the flames of Epsilon Prime. The galaxy would remember. Humanity was not the strongest, not the smartest, but they were the most unyielding. And when pushed to the brink, they would rise. Together they purged the Intec, and together they stood as a testament to what the will to survive could achieve. In the years that followed, humanity rebuilt. The scars of war ran deep, but they became symbols of resilience. Colonies rose anew, broken alliances were mended, and the species that once doubted humanity now saw them as equals. The Galactic Council restructured, no longer a distant body of bureaucracy, but a unified front against threats to peace and freedom. Humanity held a seat not as conquerors, but as protectors. Among the stars, stories of the war turned to legend. Children of 100 worlds grew up hearing of the Battle of Epsilon Prime, of the indomitable Admiral Carter, of the nameless soldiers who gave their lives. Monuments were erected on distant worlds, a reminder that the cost of freedom was high but worth every sacrifice. The Intec's remnants faded into obscurity, a cautionary tale of hubris and cruelty. Some whispered that a few of their machines survived hidden in the dark corners of the galaxy, but humanity and its allies remained vigilant. They had learned the price of complacency. Never again would they be caught unprepared. As humanity looked to the future, their eyes turned not just to survival, but to exploration. The stars held more than just war and ruin. They held promise, new worlds, new allies, and the hope of a brighter tomorrow. And though the wounds of the past would never fully heal, they served as a reminder. Humanity's spirit could not be extinguished. The galaxy had changed forever, and in the heart of that change humanity stood, a testament to the power of unity, courage, and the unyielding will to endure.